With a single flap of its wings, even the smallest butterfly can change the course of history. The effect takes years, but the momentum cannot be stopped. The world is left a better place, where other butterflies can flap their wings and thrive, creating infinite ripples that can be felt by future generations. Dear butterflies of the past, especially the 7 who participated in Dr. Henry Turner's groundbreaking study in the 1930s.
Thank you for blazing the way for us. We're trying to do our best to share the knowledge we gained because you existed. We wish we could sit down with you and hear about your experiences. We remember you.
Hi, I'm Betty.
I'm Mary.
I've seen you here a few times. Are you in Dr. Turner's study?
Yes. How did you know?
Well, I've never met anyone who looked quite like me before.
Do you have this extra skin on your neck?
I do. Do your arms bend out like this?
Yes.
And how tall are you?
I am 4 feet and 7 inches. And you?
I'm 4'9".
I must say, this is quite thrilling. Meeting you, that is. The study has been rather unpleasant.
When they took those photographs of us, just awful.
And I heard Dr. Turner talking to the other doctors. He was talking about using some new medication on us to feminize us. I don't know about you, but I've always felt like a lady, and I did not appreciate the implications.
To be honest, I've never fully felt female. I don't look like any other young women I know. They're all going through changes.
Well, I do sometimes feel trapped in a child's body.
Yes, exactly.
I want more than anything for the world to take me seriously.
And to find a husband someday.
Start a family of my own.
I do wonder what the future holds for us.
There have to be more of us out there.
And if Dr. Turner puts a name to it, perhaps other doctors and scientists can find what causes it.
And find medicines to help.
And other women won't have to go through what we have.
And it will all be because of us.
Dear golden and silver butterflies.
Like me, we were the pioneers in growth hormone therapy and hormone replacement therapy, and so many other medical advances that continue to improve every day. Even so, we've all had doctor's appointments that are far from ideal.
Hello, Karen, is it? I understand you're here for your annual checkup.
That's right.
Okay. Are there any specific concerns you would want to talk about today?
Well, I'd like a referral to a cardiologist. I just moved to the area and I need somebody new for my medical team.
Why would you need to see a cardiologist? I didn't notice any cardiac history in your chart.
I have Turner syndrome.
You have what?
It's a genetic condition where you're missing part or all of one of your X chromosomes. It almost always results in short stature, infertility, and can lead to delayed puberty, heart and kidney defects, vision and hearing loss, among other things. It's important I get my heart checked annually, even if I've never experienced heart problems before.
I'm just not sure that you need all that.
But we are there for each other, offering to listen and share resources so we can all find the care we need and deserve. Sometimes it takes a few tries to find a doctor that's right for you.
Hello, Karen. It's so nice to meet you. It looks like you're a new patient here.
Yes, I just moved here.
We're happy you came to see us. Tell me, what can I help you with today?
I'm here for my annual checkup.
Great. You have any specific concerns?
I'd like to talk about my hormone replacement therapy, which I'm on for Turner syndrome. Have you ever worked with Turner syndrome patients before?
I have not, but I did notice that in your chart. I did some research and found care guidelines that look extremely useful. But I also want to rely on you telling me your personal experience and how things are working for you. How is your current hormone replacement? Have you been feeling pretty good with it? Are there any issues?
Actually, I haven't been feeling my best on my current regimen.
Well, that's definitely something for us to focus on today. I want to help you feel the best you can.
Well, thank you. And before I forget, do you mind me passing on your information to some of the other nonprofit Turner syndrome groups? We're always looking for good resources to share with our community.
Of course.
Thank you.
Dear young adult butterflies,
There are many ways to process and deal with the inability to have children, and those options keep expanding. Your generation will have even more opportunities to help us understand TS and the challenges that come with it. And you will continue to prove that we can accomplish anything.
I'm so glad we could meet today. I know these group sessions have been a huge help for many of you as you consider adoption and IVF. And we always love hearing from those of you with stepchildren and who are happily living child-free. There are so many ways to mother for those of us who desire children. Today, some of us have agreed to share poems about our experiences with infertility. Barb?
When I was younger, infertility was just another way that I was different from my peers. But now that I'm older, I'm happy living child-free. Here's my poem. I grieve for the life I thought I was going to have, the life I planned. I grieve for the marriage I never had, the children I never had. I grieve for the grandchildren, the nieces, nephews, and family I don't have to be there for me as I age. But I celebrate the career I've had, the education and experiences I've had, the places I've traveled, and friends I've made along the way. Most of all, I celebrate the uncomplicated life I have now.
Thank you. And Karen?
My relationship with my infertility is constantly changing. I am so lucky to be a bonus mom to my stepson, but I've had many moments where I didn't feel quite so optimistic. I wrote this poem a few years ago when I was having one of those moments. To the mother I will never be, happy Mother's Day to me. It was in a science book that I was able to take a look and crushed my American dream of having my own family. My children were kidnapped from me before they were conceived. No first tooth, no first step, no first words, like Mama said. Those children would have been loved and well taken care of. I guess I will never know. Life has taken me down another road.
Thank you both for sharing your experiences. I'd like to share a poem of my own. Hello, infertility. Goodbye, fertility. Goodbye, pregnancy. Goodbye, biological children. Hello, other options. Goodbye, pain of childbirth, the pain of raising children. Hello, simplicity. Hello, new other me.
dear teenage butterflies,
We are inspired by how you face challenges bravely. Use social media to tell your story. Tell your story to anyone who will listen. You have so many more tools at your fingertips than ever before.
We are TS Butterflies, and we couldn't be prouder. And if you cannot hear us, we'll yell a little louder.
Hi, I saw your video, and I also have Turner syndrome. Are you in middle school like me?
I am.
That's so cool. I've never met anyone else with Turner syndrome before.
I have a couple of TS friends who I get to see every now and then at events, but I love meeting new people online too.
Did you do the growth hormone shots?
Oh my gosh, yes, they were the worst, but I actually got used to them after a while, and I definitely grew a few inches. I just stopped my shot.
Me too. I'm about to start taking estrogen.
Same, I'm kind of nervous.
I know, right? But also excited. I feel like people are starting to notice that I'm different. I don't look like my friends anymore.
I don't want my period, but I also really want my period.
LOL, yes.
Ugh, I do not want to start liking boys though.
Yeah, I don't get what all the hype is about.
My friends are all losing their minds over them. I'd rather focus on my schoolwork.
Yeah, they treat me like I'm their little sister anyway.
Exactly.
It'll be fun to go to school dances and stuff though once we're in high school.
Wait a minute. We should make a video together.
Really? I've never talked about TS on social media before.
It's such an amazing way to help people learn about the condition. Bringing awareness to TS is really important to me.
I did do a project last year on TS for biology class. It was so cool getting to teach all my friends about it.
That's awesome.
Thanks.
All right, you ready? We are TS butterflies, and we couldn't be prouder. And if you cannot hear us, we'll yell a little louder.
Dear future butterflies yet to come, the cocoons.
You are not alone. You are mentally as big as anyone else. You are a mini miracle, or an M&M, like I like to say, that beat the odds. We are waiting here for you whenever you are ready to fly. Come join us anytime. We can't wait to meet you.
Hello, Nicole. I'm glad you came in this morning. Thank you for coming. I do have some news to share with you. The prenatal test came back and your baby has Turner syndrome.
What? What is that?
Instead of 2 X chromosomes, 1 is partially or fully missing.
What does that mean for my baby?
You and your baby may have some challenges. There is a high likelihood that you will miscarry, and a lot you may want to consider. So I think it's a good idea if I put you in touch with somebody who has Turner syndrome so that they can share their experiences with the condition.
Okay.
Hi, you must be Nicole. It's very nice to meet you.
Thank you so much for talking with me, Barb. I'm so glad the doctor put us in touch. I've been a nervous wreck.
I can only imagine. I understand you're expecting a baby and that the baby has Turner syndrome.
Yes.
Well, I have Turner syndrome and I'm 66 years old. I've lived an independent life. I have a master's degree in computer science from back in the 80s. And I've had a 40-year career as a software developer. A lot of us with Turner syndrome have postgraduate degrees.
Wow, that is amazing. I wasn't sure what kinds of intellectual or developmental disabilities she might face.
She might deal with some difficulties socially. She might also have difficulties with spatial awareness, things like math and learning to drive. But every experience of Turner syndrome is as unique as the person it impacts.
What else should I know?
It's important to know that infertility is extremely common with Turner syndrome.
Oh,
But a lot of people with Turner syndrome marry and build a family, through stepchildren, adoption, or IVF. Some are very happy living child-free.
I would want to make sure she knows that.
Absolutely. And there are amazing support groups and doctors out there that can help provide the resources and care you and your daughter need.
I'm so glad to hear that.
Even though there is a high likelihood of miscarriage, your expectations for this daughter shouldn't really be any different than they would be for any other daughter.
Thank you so much, Barb. I'd love for my daughter to have the chance to be like you someday.
I hope to meet her.
And to the 98%, to the butterflies who were lost too soon.
We honor you and all that your lives could have been. You would have been a beautiful addition to our colorful kaleidoscope. Even though you never had the chance to flap your wings, you've still made an unforgettable impact on the 2% of us.
And who are these amazing 2% of butterflies? We've heard from them, but now it's time to learn a little bit more about who they are. Put your hands together. It's time to play the butterfly effect. Please welcome our contestants for the day. We have Barb, Caroline, Helen, Karen, Nicole, and Susan. All right, let's begin. Where and when were you born? At what age were you diagnosed with Turner syndrome? How tall are you? Did you take human growth hormone? What age did you start? Do you or did you take hormone replacement therapy? What age did you start? Have you ever been married? Do you have children? When did you first meet someone else with Turner syndrome? What degrees have you earned? What was or is your career? Well, that's about all of the time we have for today. Congratulations, you're all winners. A huge thank you to all of our contestants for playing another inspiring round of the butterfly effect. Is there anything else you'd like to say to the viewers who are watching from home?
We are the faces and voices of Turner syndrome.
You're unique, but not alone.
Together, we create a beautiful kaleidoscope.
Made up of small but resilient butterflies.
Crafted by the butterflies of the past, present, and yet to come.
Whatever happens to our kaleidoscope next, one thing's for certain, it's going to be huge.